gave a talk at the IBCon, the Intelligent Building Conference in Las Vegas, and his message was so simple that it just captured me, and we did a session on it. It was all about bridging the skills gap for our industry. How do we get people from colleges and technical schools, how do we get them into the industry, and how do we make useful employees, how do we drag them across the skills gap? And the thing that he pointed out is we have to start looking at people completely different. They are in fact our only asset. It's ironical if these gentlemen here could tell you how many technologies you have collectively moved through, and yet they're still standing because the technologies were not important. It was the fact that they are the people, they are the skills, they are the asset of the industry. And so Paul had, in trying to put together a very large integration company and trying to train people, has some good opinions on that. So I'll let him talk about that. And also, I think anything else you wish to relate to the other thought leaders. Paul, and maybe just introduce yourself and tell a little bit about yourself, because not everybody might know you.
Okay, thanks, Ken. It's great to be here with these distinguished panelists. As Ken said, I'm president of BSI. We're a systems integrator focused on building efficiency. We're located in Milwaukee, just a little bit north of here. John and I actually started about the same time, 82, so we've both been around a long damn time. So it proves once again this is an incestuous industry. Nobody ever leaves, they just move around.
Thanks for letting everybody know.
You know, and one comment before we get into the skills gap thing, you know, Andy mentioned it earlier, and Mark did as well. I'm personally not given to putting labels on things. So IoT, big data, what does it really mean? Why are we wasting time trying to figure that out? Because 5 years from now, we'll call it something else. 3 years ago, M2M was all the rage. When was the last time you heard M2M mentioned? I think we spend, as an industry, I think we spend way too much time trying to put definitions and labels around buzzwords than actually going about the business of creating value, to Andy's point. And I think as an industry, we would be serving our clients better and ourselves if we quit focusing on the buzzwords and just got on with the task at hand. Take these amazing new technologies that are available to us and turn them into meaningful value for our clients. That's really what it's all about. And so at the end of the day, you know, when somebody even asks you, why are you in business? You really have to think how to break that down into the most simplistic of terms. And for us, it was, we just want to make buildings run better. I mean, buildings run like crap today, most of them. And so our job was just make them run better. And to me personally, technology, and there's a lot of good technology up on the floor, is just an enabler for that. It's not the end game in and of itself. And so I, like many of the folks up here, and I'm sure a lot of you read articles every day about all this great new technology. Our industry's been fixated on technology since I've been in the business. But the reality is, technology is not the end game. It's just an enabler. And Lord knows we need it, but it isn't the end game. To me, and that'll segue into what I think is a piece of this, a piece of our industry that has been woefully ignored and at great risk to the continuation of the greatness of this industry, is the focus we put on our talent. We don't spend nearly as much time talking about talent development, talent enrichment, and growing the skill set of our people that are tasked with applying these technologies as we spend talking about the technologies and the buzzwords themselves. And that to me is a shame. And I know I know a lot of folks in this industry, some peers of ours, some people that work and live in the same space. And I will tell you that most of these organizations, by their own admission, do not invest in their people in a way that's going to be necessary if we're going to truly keep this industry moving forward. And it's time that we started taking stock of that, because before we know it, there's going to be a lot of tribal knowledge exiting this industry. And we need to make sure that the young people coming into the industry are getting the benefit of that knowledge before we're gone. So one of the things that we focused on within our organization over the last several years is really a very comprehensive talent development program. And this isn't just about technical training. That's actually kind of the easy part. We're talking about learning and development, not just training. Learning and development goes into things like creating better problem solvers, so team effectiveness, how to communicate better. Those are the things that really make a well-rounded person who's contributing to the value that each of our organizations bring. And so for me, if there's one thing I can hope for as a community, is that we don't stop doing the community things we're doing today, whether it's BACnet or Haystack or any of the other things, security. All of these things are critically important as well. But to that, we need to add talent development, because it's long overdue and it's just high time we gave this the attention it